Alright guys, so this is gonna be a Scharnhorst, I guess, commentary. So I'm playing with PQ here. I played this game yesterday on... It wasn't actually on stream, I think. I just played it with PQ though. I think he was streaming, so he had his end on his stream, but anyway. So I decided, of course, to save this replay. It's a pretty good game. As you saw by the matchmaking, we're double Scharnhorst in a tier 9 game. So with double Pomer and Missouri, there's a lot of tier 9s in this game. But anyway, so me and PQ are playing the Scharnhorst right now because we do want to try the secondary build on it. It's quite an interesting ship, actually. I normally didn't like the Scharnhorst because the guns are kind of not fun to use. They're really weak in terms of battleship guns, of course. But recently, I don't know. I just wanted to play some secondary ships, and tier 10 secondaries aren't too good, so this one was actually pretty good. Now, because of the captain rework, you do get buffed secondary range on the Scharnhorst, so you do get it up to 9.5 secondary range, as you can see from PQ secondaries already firing on the Synop. But yeah, so I'll show you the build at the end of the video, of course, to show you. But I'm running my Lugians here. Not really too important, I guess, because I mean I use my Lugians on Hindenburg, but since now you can spread it out on different ships, you can use it on premium German battleships too, whilst it being on Hindenburg, for example. But anyway, me and PQ are in the channel here on North. This is an interesting spot, I guess. There's a tier 9 battleship right to our left. There's two tier 9 battleships to our right, so we have to be careful crossing this. It's trying to be cautious. There's the Edinburgh right in front of us. And of course there's the Synop. But anyway, as you can see from these secondaries, man, the range on them is really good. It's really good range. But what's interesting about the Scharnhorst, it's probably one of the oldest premium ships. It's not the oldest or anything. It's really old though in terms of premium ships. So it's nice to see that it's still playable and how I guess it's actually better now than what it was last update, because I remember playing it without the secondaries or whatever. It's kind of boring otherwise, honestly. But as you can see here, we get 2 torpedo hits. This ship has 3 torpedoes on each side. We unfortunately miss one, but that's fine. The secondaries, again, 9.5 range. Not much to say about them. They're not hyper accurate, but it is what it is. 30 shell hits so far with secondaries. I don't know. The issue here we found, of course, is there's an Edinburgh right in front of us. Now PQ has to reverse here because he's being pressured from the double Palmer and running it down. But man, I'm just really excited here because I never get to brawl or anything, because I never play secondary battleships because I really don't enjoy them myself, because I don't know, playing tier 10 against Thunders when you're in a GK is just not fun, or when you're in FDG and you get GK, sorry, when you get Thunders on the enemy team again, or Conquerors or Lions or anything, and they just kite you down. It's not fun. Anyway, Edinburgh gets spotted broadside. We shoot AP. Scharnhorst has Graf Spee style guns. We do citadel him. Now, Graf Speed style guns means you get the junk, Graf Speed, dispersion, and you also don't get a lot of penetration on these guns. They're, I believe, 283 or 280 millimeter guns, something like that. Quick tire traverse, yes, quick reload, but again, bad dispersion and bad pen. Luckily, we do get a citadel on that hipper somehow. I don't even know how. This was a game where I got really good RNG, I think, for the Scharnhorst. It's crazy. But yeah, would I recommend anyone buy this ship? I mean, if you like secondary battleships and you want to play, I guess, tier 7 and you don't mind being against tier 9s all the time, maybe? But you're gonna have to play against a lot of tier 9s here. A lot, because tier 7 matchmaking isn't what it used to be. We send the torps out on the Pomern here, that's rushing PQ. We need to try to do something. We only hit 2 torps, but PQ finishes them off, that's perfectly fine. And my other torpedo that's just running actually ends up hitting the other Pomern, and it gives me a flood. Now, I'm playing really aggressive. Me and PQ are really aggressive this game for tier 7s in a tier 9 game. But this channel lets you do it, so I'm really happy about it. I wish I had the live version to link for you guys in the description, but I don't because I wasn't streaming yesterday. I was just playing the game and just chilling. But anyway, this Hipper is our, I believe, biggest threat here. There's nothing that can really kill us right now. The Pommer's in a safe place for us to deal with. The Hipper is the only thing that can farm us out, so yeah. Back in the day, Scharnhorst used to have really strong A comparatively, of course, to the secondaries. Now it seems like it has shifted from AA to secondaries, which I prefer, to be honest, because AA is not gonna really do much anyway now. So at least the secondaries can do something, maybe set some fires or some pen damage. But anyway, I'm just trying to play it safe. You don't have to run in here. I'm really trying to play it safe so I know what the Azuma and the Florida are doing, because I don't want to go in and then get three-man crossfired by the Hipper, Azuma, and Florida. You do have to play safe, especially against the Azuma. Azuma can crush a Scharnhorst. Like, it's not even close if the Azuma knows what he's doing. But anyway, we see the Azuma, so I very much decide to start moving forward here, because nothing's really gonna punch me out except for the Hipper at this point. So I'm gonna walk. Azuma doesn't actually get torpedoes. It's not like the Yoshino. The guns are very similar to Yoshino, but it doesn't get torpedoes, so there's no torp threat from him. He comes out full broadside, which is interesting, and I 20k him, which is quite rare, I would say. But I mean, when shooting like battleships and stuff. When shooting the Azuma, I guess it's okay, because the armor is very bad on the Azuma. Secondaries on him. I believe someone else finishes him off. No, we get the kill with our main guns. And we dodge our friendly torpedoes. I guess he tried dodging, torping at the Azuma, but that's fine. Now here's the Hipper kiting away, pressuring me. That's the issue. But yeah, so I don't really like shooting the Hipper a lot. I know we citadeled them earlier. It's just he's really tanky if angled, guys. So with these guns, you're not gonna do much. But anyway, he died, luckily. So we can switch to the Florida, who's relatively broadside, I guess. Set secondaries on him. We citadel him, which is really lucky. Again, this is a really lucky game in terms of Scharnhorst. Normally, again, before this update, I literally hated the Scharnhorst. Not hated it, but I wouldn't play it just because the guns are not good for me. Like, they're inaccurate, low caliber guns. I mean, they reload quick again, but low HE alpha. Yeah, this is much better where I can play secondaries or whatever, play a bit close with the guns. Again, I get really lucky on that shot. 12k damage on an Alaska at that range is insane damage. Like, I think PQ had a good game too here. We both, I mean, that channel place, he had the idea to go into that channel place. He knows where to play his secondary ships, so I was like, okay, I'll follow. And we both went there. It was, I don't know, it was an enjoyable game. I did want to show this to you guys, because it's quite interesting. Alright, so for score screen 1 personal score, we ended up getting 5 torp hits, we got 6 citadels, we got 2 kills, 184,000 damage. That's pretty good for a tier 7, I think, in a tier 9 game. Dreadnought and Confederate are our 2 achievements this game. Alright, so for team score, we got 2.4k base XP, which is pretty good in a tier 9 game. And it was actually a quick game. I think it was like around 10 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty good base XP, 2 kills. We had a fun game, so we ended up pushing, which is really nice. For detailed report, we can see we did a lot of damage to the Azuma and the Alaska. Well, 13k on the Alaska. We did a lot on the Missouri, Pommern, Edinburgh. Ships that are higher tier than us. This is the wonderful thing about, like, when you get to push, I guess, and I don't know, they don't crush you. There was like a lot of safe spots behind those rocks which allowed us to push up. But anyway, it was a 12-minute game. We didn't really go too much distance, but that's irrelevant. Potential damage 1.2 million. We took 70k worth. But let's see where our damage was. So 11k was HE damage and 97k was AP damage. Now we got 5 torpedoes for 50k, which is a lot. Secondary batteries, only 9k, but that's 9k more damage, I guess, than we would have got otherwise. And we got some fire damage and some flooding damage, so I guess maybe we got a fire from the secondaries too, so who knows how much it actually ended up giving us. But yeah, I think that's a good game. For credits and XP, we got 578,000 credits, we got 6k XP and 399 free XP, and we also got Commander XP. This was not a daily win, and I believe I was just running the normal standard perma camo with no extra bonuses, but this is a premium ship, so you get some better bonuses in terms of credit earnings, and you do get the perma camo, which is really nice. So for my commander, I'm running Legions, but it is spec'd on my Hindenburg. But because of the rework to how captains work, you can throw the Legions, for example, if it's set to Hindenburg, you can throw it on your Scharnhorst, and well, you can respec it just for a battleship and have 4 different like stuff, I guess, 4 different trees depending on the class. It's interesting how it works, I guess. That's pretty cool. But you can't do it, for example, your Hindenburg captain on your GK, because then you have to make, or you have to retrain it. So, but when it comes to a premium ship, you can just move it on the premium ship. But anyway, so what I'm running is emergency repair specialist for my tier 1. Tier 2, I'm running grease stick gears and priority target. Tier 3s, I'm running long range secondary battery shells and adrenaline rush. And then for tier 4s, I'm running improved secondary battery aiming and close quarters combat. So I won't have concealment on this build, I won't have fire prevention, and I won't have an extra heal. But this is the build I guess you kind of need to play with secondaries nowadays. This is the build. And if you had 21 points, I would probably take either vigilance or actually preventative maintenance and gun feeder, which is expert loader. I think I would do that instead. But this isn't bad. Or PQ said IFHE would be good because it's only 2 point and you get to pen like tier 8 battleships, so that's actually not bad. You get to pen 32 millimeters with a 2 point skill. It's not too bad, but yeah. So for my modules, I'm running main armaments mod 1, I'm running damage control mod 1, I'm running secondary battery mod 1 to increase my secondary range, and I'm running prop mod 1. So my secondary range ended up being 9.5. You don't forget to run the flag. You have to run the secondary flag to get that, but anyway. I'm also running spotter plane just in case I need some extra gun range. You do get 20 kilometers of range in this SOC, which is a lot of gun range for a tier 7 ship. But your dispersion isn't actually too good, so you of course aren't gonna get to use that range too much. Alright, to finish off the video, I want to tell you guys thank you for all the support. Thank you for the follows and subs and joining the Discord and stuff. But if you're not already on those things, I would appreciate if you do, because it would help me out a bunch. Especially Discord or Twitch. But Discord, you get the emotes that I have on Twitch for free. And you get notified when I go live on Twitch or when I upload a YouTube video. Or you could use the chats. There's a bunch of actually active chats now, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, if you're not followed on Twitch, I would really appreciate it if you give me a follow there or a sub on YouTube, anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of fun playing with PQ here, brawling. I don't normally do it, as I mentioned in the video, but tier 7 with this, I guess it's actually not too bad. So yeah, this is after 0.10.0 because of the build I was running, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Big fan, by the way.